Okay, so let's say you are wanting to join Christ Above Politics, the Christian alternative to AARP. On the front page, on every page of the website, what you would find is a button that says Join Now. So from wherever you are, you click the Join Now button. It takes you to a new page. You may have already looked at this page or not, but this is our pricing page. You've got at the current time 4 memberships. We may be changing that to 3. However many are here, what you're going to do is you're going to choose the one that you want and click the Join Now button. I would recommend the lifetime because it's the most bang for your buck, especially because of the bonuses like this emergency bonus here, $60 a year value. CAP members get a really great discount. But if you are joining on the lifetime, the primary member signing up gets it for free, and that helps you to completely offset the cost. So it truly is the best deal. Now, before you join, you need to make sure you agree with the terms of membership plus the member statement of faith. Let's click on the first one. Takes you to another page, and you go, oh my goodness, there's a lot here to read. Yes, there is, and this is subject to change at any time, but it's all important information that you want to read, such as, again, you're going to need to agree with the member statement of faith. You understand it's a Christian association. Membership is voluntary. Membership's a privilege, can be rescinded by breaking the terms of these terms of membership. So it's not anything overbearing or difficult, right? You're going to only supply correct information about yourself. It's to be used for personal or business use. It allows your lawfully wedded spouse to share in the membership benefits, etc., etc. Good to read over all of that. Make sure that you do and you agree with all of it. Do you agree? You should say yes. And the statement of faith. If so, then the next step is to join. Okay, yes, yes, yes. You agree with both the terms of membership and the statement of faith. You're going to join. You're going to click any one of these buttons. Okay, it should take you to this page right here, to the member sign up. And here you're going to choose what you want. You want, in this case, I chose 25 year. I can be single or I can be couples, which I should because I'm married, so we'll choose couples. And here it gives you a brief synopsis of what was on that other page. You're going to get the membership cards, lifetime membership cards mailed to you. The others have a digital downloadable card if they're not 25 year or lifetime memberships. Okay, so let's go ahead and, a couple other things to cover. It shows you what your expiration date will be. Again, if it's a lifetime membership, it's really just more of a figure in the future for you. 25. If you live past 25, your membership will just never end. That's what lifetime means. What your current total is, and that could change as we go along, as you'll see. But if this looks good, you click next. Now here on this next page, what you really need to do is just click I agree and next and move on. Why do you not want to do the others? Well, if you do not agree to the terms of use, you will not be able to proceed. If you click I agree but do not send general emails, you'll be really missing out. We send out a monthly newsletter. It's very important for you to receive, and occasionally you will get a second email during the month. Rarely do we send out more than that. So I agree, next, and now you're going to fill out all of this. If you want a particular salutation, such as Mr. or Mrs. or Miss, or any of these, if you're a professor, if you're a doctor, if you're a reverend, you can choose any of these in particular that fit your circumstances or not. Only the things that have the red dots are requirements. So we'll come over here, put in our first name, Johnny. Middle initial is not required, but might distinguish you from other Johnnies. Johnny Q, and we're testing this out. Testing. Professional designation, again, if you've got one, you can fill that in. Make sure you do fill in male or female, as well as your birthday. If you click on the calendar, and this is a requirement because you're supposed to be age 50 or over, whoever the primary member is that's joining. Let's say you're 50 years old or 51 or 52 and your wife is not yet, that's okay. But whoever's a primary member needs to be at least 50. So you can scroll here, go back in time. I was actually born in 68, even though this is a fictional character, so I could choose any year many years ago. Um, uh, this is actually June 12th. So I'll pretend, okay, pretend today's my birthday, but my actual birth date was a long time ago. It needs to be at least 50 years ago. Okay, nickname. uh, uh, Buddy Boy. Just if you prefer to be called Buddy Boy instead of Johnny, as an example. You're going to put in your spouse's information. His spouse, I don't know what her name would be. Zelda testing. Primary address. 123 South Main Street. Let's say he lives in an apartment. You can put apartment number, or put number 2. That's good enough. If you have a P.O. box or something, you might want to put it there. City. Say he lives in Honolulu. Expensive place to live, right? Honolulu, Hawaii. I do not know the zip code. 12345. There has to be 5 digits there. Yeah, it's probably correct. Metro area should be the Honolulu. This is alphabetized. It should be here. It's not here, so we need to add that. But if you live near a metro area, select that. And primary phone. I don't. How about okay? So there we got a primary phone number for our person, and that person might have a separate phone or fax number. Got to have an email address. Absolutely important. Johnny Q testing at I don't know, AOL.com. And if you have this other information and you want to fill it in, please do. Now keep in mind that once you join, you can log in up here, member login, and you'll be able at cap.clubexpress.com. It's also capmembership.org will take you there. It'll redirect cap.clubexpress.com. You will do a member login. And once you're in, you can, if you move, let's say he moves out of Hawaii, he can change that. If his phone number changes, he can change that. If his spouse passes, he can change it. Okay, let's go to next. We want to give credit where credit is due. How did you find out about us? Let's say he went to a concert and there was somebody up on stage singing. And you should tell us who that is. There's a place here you can add comments. So let's say it was Amy Grant. You could type in Amy Grant if we had to deal with her. Maybe someday we will. Or who's bigger than Amy Grant? Elvis is bigger. Was bigger. Elvis isn't still alive, but you get the point. There we go. Okay, so now secondary members again. Do I need to add my spouse here as a secondary member? No, you do not. She's in there. You put her in there. You're good. Now, if you had somebody that you did want to add, let's say you had say your mother is living with you, or your mother-in-law. Do we have mother-in-law? Ooh, we got some in-laws here. Ooh, not that one. Just call her mom. Okay, and let's say her name is Sally testing, and same thing. Sally testing at AOL.com. Oh, she was born even earlier. Let's say she was born in 1924. Let's make her like 100 years old. And let's say she's also born in June 25th, female. Save. Now, you may have noticed before it said that the additional members, like in her case, she'd be a member under you. She doesn't have to buy her own membership. She gets her own membership with yours at $55. That should be updated. It was 75 in this case, though. Our fault. We'll give her the 55, 305 total. You're going to choose next. And it's a lifetime membership, so for her, same thing. It'll be for the rest of her life at 100. I don't know how long she'll live, but and now you've signed up. The system has created a username for you, which is very nice. Computer's trying to create a password for me. I'd like to choose my own password, so I'm going to type in password. Oh, week. Yeah. Okay, I'm not supposed to do that. How about? Oh, notice it's giving me dots. I'd like to be able to see. How about if I do that? There we go. Okay. So I want to type in a password. So password backwards. How's that? It's still weak. How about if I capitalize the P? Look at that. It went from weak to fair just because of that one capital letter. How about if I had some numbers? 5, 6, 7, 8. Medium, so that's better. I need a symbol. How about a percentage symbol? There you go. Now it went to strong. Okay. So copy carefully, and it'll tell me if I got it wrong or not. Let's see. I clicked over here on the side. They both match. Everything's good. It's strong. And if you need some password hints, they tell you what here. Let's go next. No, I don't really want to save this password. You should do that on your computer, but we're just testing here. So you look over everything. If it all looks good, then you're going to finish and proceed to payment. If there's something wrong or something, you need to, oops, messed up on my phone number as an example, you're going to type back to wherever you need to get to so that you can change and correct the information. Come back forward again till you get here. You're going to finish and proceed. Okay, there's a message. Your new membership has been processed. Yes, you're now in the system. Please use this page to pay online or to print an invoice. Your membership will be active as soon as payment is received. So we X out of that, OK out of that. Now let's say you did have a coupon code. Let's say not everyone is going to have one. You may not need one. But if you have one, let's say we struck a deal with Elvis, and let's say it's a 10% discount. And you say 10%, that doesn't sound like much. Well, in this case it is. That'd be $30.50 you're going to save. Maybe it's a ministry of some sort. Maybe maybe it is 10% or 5% or 15% or some amount that's going to go to the ministry or some other organization if you use their code. So use their code. Whoever referred you, however you found out about it, they're blessing you. You be a blessing to them. Use their code. Hit apply. In this case, we just made this up, and it even tells us the coupon code is not valid. So if it really is supposed to be valid, you might want to go back to that organization or person or whoever and say, hey, I entered it, but check. Maybe you misspelled it. In this case, I don't believe we did. We just don't have it in the system. You're going to select your payment method, credit card or PayPal. You can also pay by check, in which case you don't need to select anything. What you'll do is you'll print out an invoice like this right here. And there you go. Open a new tab, print this page, send it in with your payment. If there had been a discount code, it would have been applied, and it would show you the amount to send and the mailing address. Okay, come back over. And let's say, though, you say, nope, I want it to be active today. I want to pay today. I want to get it over with. And you've got a credit card or a PayPal account that you can use. Either one of those is going to be fine. As you may know, if you have PayPal, you can use a credit card with PayPal. But if you don't, just use a credit card, and you can use any of the major credit cards: Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover. Choose if you want us to keep your credit card information on file, yes or no. Doesn't really make a big difference, I guess. No, in this case, your lifetime membership, so you don't ever want it to charge again, but maybe yes if you do want it to charge again, if you want to let's say you're paying every X number of years, and that many number of years later, if your credit card information on file is retained and is still good, then they could use that for the next go round. Another 2 years, another 5 years, another 7 years, whatever it may be. Okay, if everything looks good, then you're going to proceed, and when you get your credit card statement, it'll have cap.clubexpress.com. That'll show you where the payment was made by. Now, but of course, again, if you're using, if your card information does not match all this, you're going to want to come in here, and change it if need be. But if it's all right, then you just leave it. What was it? Something like this. Okay. We use Stripe as a processor payment. There again, Drasco. There again, print invoice, or you could print the whole page, or you could submit payment if you got all this credit card info. And that's pretty much it. But if I click this now, look, it brings me back. It highlighted, show me, hey, you forgot this information. By the way, you will not be charged more. There's a small processing fee, but that just means we get a little bit less. You're not charged more. We get the fee taken out on our end. Or you could pay later if you're having problems with some sort. And then I think you'll get some email reminders reminding you, hey, you haven't made your payment. But if you can do it all on the same day, that helps you and us. Okay, I think that's everything. You can watch this video again if you need to. Thank you so much for joining, and we really appreciate it. God bless.